Good evening. I'm Renalyn Magtangob. I'm doing a report about the news that our group tackled during this term. Since it's just three of us in the group, I'll be discussing three news. So the first news will be Canada Industry Minister disappointed in groceries cost stabilization measures. With the inflation, grocery grocery business has a huge impact on consumer worries, with high food prices influence the household financial situation and brings down consumer capacity to buy. The supermarket businesses like Lola, Metro, and Empire Company in Canada is an oligopoly. These firms dictates the condition of goods depending on its competitive market, as it is allowed to increase the profit margin by increasing the price set by those dominant companies. As the prices increases, buyers may shift less price brand and reduce this quantity purchase to discount outlets. Therefore, higher prices via income effect must reduce consumer purchasing power and consumption. Groceries have to measure those changes in consumer behavior, adjusting prices and inventory to market condition and inflation. Canada Industry Minister was not pleased with the grocers' response, which was described not particularly helpful, guiding them on how the government could help keep prices stable as the cost of food went up. Consumer effect that the government consumer expect that the government price freeze, clearing prices, and perhaps market competition. A weak response from grocery companies showed their market strength in an oligopolistic framework. So by this, since the most of the groceries put their prices higher, it it lowers the capacity of consumer to buy or consume or consume the same goods as they were before. The second the second news is update. One US judge set October 2029 trial date for PTC suit against Amazon. US federal judge has scheduled a trial date on October 2026 for Federal Trade Commission or FTC antitrust lawsuit against Amazon. The lawsuit filed by the agencies on September 26 accused that the online retailer for maintaining an illegal monopoly. The lawsuit was joined by 17 state attorney general was filed in federal court in Seattle after a 4-year investigation. In trust case, remedies can range from focusing a company to sell a part of its business to other measure. The Consumer Protection Agency contends that Amazon used serious illegal strategy to boost profit, including algorithm called Project Nessie, which pushes up prices paid by US household by over 1 billion US dollar. Amazon create Project Nessie to identify specific products for which it predict other online store would follow Amazon prices increase. The FTC claims that the Amazon used this algorithm to extract more than a billion directly from American pocketbooks. FTC investigate that the company mislead investors about Prime subscription. Amazon will charge $14.99 per month for Prime subscription, reportedly manipulated customer into signing up for Prime while making cancellation process. By this, since Amazon was one of the biggest um, merchants, they were trying to eliminate the small markets by reducing the prices, and doing a oligopolistic framework. The third news would be Canada reduced the number of international student permits by 35%. During the recent press conference of Prime Minister Trudeau addressed the issue of growing number of international students and stressed the impact to Canadian community. However, he also acknowledged that the recent years, the increase of volume of international students was put a strain on the community ability to provide them with quality education and experience. He claimed that he would post all the level accelerated readers for the next 2 years to ensure that every student who came here has a proper knowledge. That includes providing equipment, supportive housing, high quality education, and welcoming community for people worldwide. By this news, there are some international students has different reactions. Some would be disappointed because there are they have family members from their homeland who's willing to study here in Canada, but since this cap was doing it, the chances will be lessened for 35%. But some of the international students already are not surprised or expected this because of the high cost of living here in Canada, and also the limited um the limited housing that affects the situation. The federal government um is with the working alongside with the Ministry of International Affairs. The allocation of the cap space for international students will be based on provinces. For example, in Ontario, they have large number of international students. So approximately 50% of the 35% overall reduction will be fall on Ontario. Despite the program success for international students, there were negative consequences. Um, the the huge tuition fees that some university gives, the false promises about residency, leading to some institution triple their tuition fees for international students. In addition to that, the limited housing availability has led homeowners to take advantage of the situation. The high cost of living for education in Canada is limiting the full potential of the student who came to the country with the hope of a better future through education. As these circumstances happen, we hope that the government will move to crack down the universities and private institutions that um, that gets triple on the tuition fees through getting more international students. So that's the end of um, my discussion. And thank you. Goodbye.